Hello, everybody, and welcome to probably the final race from that lobby. And this is different because it's a 25% race, so it's a lot longer. You gotta do the strategy and stuff. This setup that I'm doing is probably rubbish, but I had to give it a dry setup, but it was a wet qualifying. I had to make that decision of, do I go for a wet setup and get a good qualifying lap, or do I go for a dry setup and try and go for the race? I decided to go for a dry setup and just see what I could do in the wet. And it is full wet conditions, this qualifying. So yeah, we just headed straight into qualifying. It's a 15-minute session. And well, here on the outlap, this was funny. Went so wide on this corner. But yeah, there's no point showing you the whole lap. And as you can see from here, I did a 1 minute 51.1, I do believe that says. And I tell you what, I ran out of fuel on the next lap, and I tried to go in the pits through here, and it wouldn't let me, and it respawned me back here, so I had to break the rules again so I could get back here. Totally out of fuel, completely messed up the pit entry twice. And yeah, that was a bit of fun that I thought I'd show you. So I did a 151.1, got me into 4th initially, but I'm already down to P7, look. Yeah, you can just see my teammate going out there. Of course, this game is outdated now, F1 2015's out. But I have no money, so I'm just going to have to upload this one. A bit like I uploaded the F1 2013 video after this game had come out. So yeah. So this is the very end of the session, and I went back out to do another lap. However, I learnt halfway through my outlap that it was actually intermediate conditions. Someone came over the group chat and said, if you're on intermediates, you're going to go quickest. And as you can see there, I'm 3 seconds down on my last lap, so I decided to just end the lap. And, oh, there are still cars on track. I've just been passed through twice. But, so I was 3 seconds down, there was no point carrying on, so I took where I was, and that was 9th place, which I'm happy with that. 9th place going into the race. That sort of sums me up as a driver. I'm pretty average. I'm not the worst out there, but I'm certainly not the best. So 9th place, pretty average. I think that's a good starting position. My teammate in 10th, right next to me on the grid actually, so that's interesting. But here we go, fresh tyres, dry setup. Let's see what we can do going into this 25% race. So we've got 4 lights and 5 lights. Now we've got no lights and we're away off the grid. It seems to be a pretty good start actually. We've managed to keep up with the field. I've got a Mercedes on my right. I'm going to try and take him. Who's this in front of me? He squeezed me out a little bit. So I tried to go around his outside, and I'm going to have to let him back through because that was an illegal overtake. I went beyond the track boundaries, and now I've lost a bunch of positions into 11th place. Oh, there's spin outs in turn 1, and I've hit Sergeant Kamarov there, but luckily neither of us span out too badly. But I'm down to 11th place off the start. That is not very good at all. And oh dear, cars are disappearing in front of me. Cars are disappearing, but I've got to run on Sergeant Kamarov. I'm going to try and go around his inside. Sorry, not inside, outside. I'm going to go around his outside. Track extending a little bit, but he's held it down the inside. I cannot talk today again, but I'm going to hold it round the outside, and I've track extended a little bit, but I've held it, and I've got 10th place off into the barrier. So that's my teammate right ahead of me. We've switched positions from qualifying. I was 9th, he was 10th, and now we switched positions. He's gone very wide, and I'm going to just take him on the inside. That'll do me there. I think Sergeant Camarov's going to follow me through. Yeah, so it's the barrier 9, 9th and 10th. That's so I've not lost any positions now, but I could have gained a few, and I'm a bit disappointed really. But now I've got a slow Ferrari, very slow Ferrari, but I'm actually now alongside Sergeant Kamarov. Too wide going into this corner, and he's hit me. Well, I've hit him. Well, he dive bombed me, and I tried to turn to the inside, and I failed. So that's me back down into P12. He was actually apologising onto the group chat there for spinning me out, and I was sort of saying that it wasn't just your fault, it was mine as well, because I turned into you. So I took a bit of credit for that. I think it was sort of just a racing incident. He tried to go down the inside and I turned into him, but no matter, I'm already back up into P11, because I think someone was in the pits on lap 1, which is, oh, cars are flying. There are, oh dear, cars are flying. That's not very good at all. I'm trying to go around the outside of this Williams. I don't know if I have. No, I have got a run on him. Can I hold it down the inside? And oh, what has happened there? He's sort of span and he pushed me into the. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I've taken him. So that was a bit of a weird overtake, that one, but I've taken him. So cutting here to the end of lap 2, and still in P10 here, and yeah, we might have a run on my teammate going into the 3rd lap now. I've caught up with him. A couple of people in the pits on lap 2, so that's interesting. I'm up into P8 because of that, and like I said, I could have a run on my teammate who is currently holding 7th place, seeing as I'm in 8th place, and let's see what I can do. I've caught up on him hugely in that first corner. I've gained massive amounts of time on him, and it looks like I could go down round the outside, which is going to turn into the inside. Can I get him going into here? He's broken late and he's gone wide, and I've taken him. I scared him into a late break and I've taken him. So cutting to lap 4 here, and I've just taken someone who pitted on lap 3, but well, either way, he's a whole, that effectively puts him 20 seconds ahead of me, because he's only just come out off the pits and I've taken him. So I'm up to P6 briefly, but I've got to try and fight this guy off. Super Joshy 9. I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be able to hold him on 4. He's on the primes, but they are much fresher tyres than mine. And well, like I said, he was 20 seconds up on me in 3 laps, which means he's a lot faster than I am. So I'm just going to try and have to hold him off for as long as I can. It's an interesting. I'm managing to do it so far, but I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be able to do it for, but I seem to be holding it alright so far. There's a few cars in this battle here, actually. There's someone behind Super Joshy 9, and there's a couple of cars perhaps catching up on our little group as well. So there's about 5 cars here overall. Apparently Super Joshy 9 has front wing damage, and I've been scared into a late break by Super Joshy 9, and I've completely lost my front wing. I've hit the wall and I'm going to have to pit. I've got no choice. My teammate's taking me there as well, and well, he's gone a bit wide as well, a bit like me, but yeah, I've completely lost my front wing. I'm going to have to pit. I'm going to go onto the primes and I'm going to take these primes to the end. I've got no choice. Ow, my teammate's flying as well. That put me off. And wow, my team, there's oh dear. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to go into the pits, get these primes on, and hopefully I should be able to take these to the end. So let's see what the stop is like. It's going to be fairly slow because of the front wing going on anyway. What is it? It's a 6.2 second stop. That's pretty average even for a wing change. I was hoping for maybe a 5.5 second stop. But 6.2, come on. Anyway, it's a long pit exit here, and it looks like we're coming out into free air on both sides of us. P13, we're pretty far down the field. There's no one immediately ahead, there's no one immediately behind. So we're going to cut to lap 7 here. I've gone a bit wide, and yeah, Sergeant Kamarov and I had done some maths in that time, and we'd worked out that he and I would come out pretty much side by side. So I started pushing, but it wasn't enough. Sergeant Kamarov is right ahead of me there after we'd done the maths. We did actually figure this out based on where we both were on track, and we knew that when he came out, I'd be somewhere near, and that's how it's turned out. And unfortunately, he's managed to get out just ahead of me. And not only is he on fresher tyres, he opted to start on primes. So now he is on the option tyre. So not only is he on fresher tyres, he's also on more grippier tyres than mine. My only hope really now is that either he makes a huge mistake on this lap somewhere, or that his tyres sort of die towards the very sort of lap 12-ish area. So I'm just going to have to try and keep up with him as best I can and hope that his tyres go completely off the cliff, and that's really the only hope I've got. Currently holding P10, which isn't too bad, but I'm a little bit disappointed at the moment with my track position. I feel I should be a bit further up the field, but I seem to be gaining on Sergeant Kamarov here. I'm less than a second behind him, 0.9 seconds behind him. I seem to be gaining on him. But unfortunately, Sector 3 here is my bogey sector, and I've gone wide on this corner. I didn't this time, but I've gone wide on that corner so many times. It's ridiculous. I'm a bit disappointed at the moment with my P10. I should be further up the field, but however, we are in the pit stop stages, and I could have a huge undercut on some of the cars here. I've got an undercut on at least one car here. Who's that? That is going to be Sweaty Goblin. I've got a huge undercut on him, and I've taken him for P9. Going into lap 9, but Sergeant Kamarov's gotten away from here, and I think that battle is over. And now, cutting to lap 11, I've got Sweaty Goblin, who's caught up with me on his fresher tyres, and he's going to go around my outside. He's also started on the primes, much like Sergeant Kamarov. They both went for that option, and because of their option tyres, they've both taken me. I've cut the corner and got a run on Sweaty Goblin, but I think that would be unfair to overtake him since he did cut the corner. So I'm just going to go wide, lose that time again, and carry on. Although I have caught up with him through that corner fairly, so who knows, I might be able to get him back. I doubt it though. So they've both played a good strategic card there by starting in the primes and using the options both when the car is faster and lighter with less fuel. So that's a good strategic call from them. So we're going to cut to sort of the Sector 3 of lap 11 now, and there seems to be some sort of scuffle going on ahead, and yeah, there's been a crash. You can see the debris on the circuit, and there's about 4 cars in the space of about 10 yards here. I don't know what's going on, and that is Sergeant Kamarov. He was caught up in the crash, and he has, I can confirm, lost his front wing. And as you can see there, Sweaty Goblin's gone wide on that corner, so he's having some troubles, and we've just gained 2 positions just there on that little bit alone, and we've caught up to another car who was ahead of them, Ben Yorkie Sankey. For the first time this race, I think I've got DRS, which has been rare for me so far this race. And I've cut the corner slightly there, but I am catching up on this Ben Yorkie Sankey guy. I don't know. We could get him. We could actually get him going into the final couple of laps here, and I've gone down his inside, and he's got a bit of a better run off of me on the exit, but that's not going to deter me at all. We could definitely get him. He's gone wide there, and I've got a better exit, and I could go down his inside here. I'm definitely going to try and go down his inside here, and I've got him. That was a great move, but he's got a good exit. He could try one round my outside. No, I've held it just about in P4. But he's not giving up on this position at all. He's going around my outside again. I've held it down the inside again. But I had a bit of wheel spin on the exit there, and I think he's got a run on me, especially if he's got DRS, which he will do. Yes, you can see the open flap, and he's just going to go flying past me down around my outside, and I've lost the position again. This is a very good battle, but he's broken late. Once again, I can go around his outside here, and I'm back into P4 because he broke far too late, had a bit of a lock-up, and I've got him back. So this is a very interesting race for P4, and I've gone wide, and well, so is he, and this battle can continue for the final lap as well. He's got around my outside, he's got him back into P4. I've gone back down the inside, I've left him room. He's got, oh my god, this is so tense, and well, okay, he's banned. Okay, that reminds me of what happened earlier with Teddy Lar, where he sort of pushed me and they span. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but unfortunately, that was that. Well, unfortunately for him, and unfortunately for you, because you don't see any more battling. But yeah, P4. After a very hectic race, I'd say P4 is a fantastic. Yeah, I'd say that was a very good race. Now, before I end the video, I'm going to apologise to IntoTheBarrier, and I'm going to show you a clip from one of his videos, which he has kindly allowed me to use. this clip here. There will be a car coming up his inside after this. Now, if you look in the top left, you'll see the Hovertron in a Sauber.
Oh, please, that's a massive kick to the dick.
Yeah, I caused that crash, and I apologise. My bad. But yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.